Welcome to the world's greatest geological wonders. Today we will be talking about Hawaii, the volcanic island with great beauty. Then we will visit Yellowstone National Park with its geysers and hot springs. Last week we talked about the Rock of Gibraltar. It is generally accepted that it was formed by a tectonic collision of the European-African plate. However, the rock is inverted with the older rocks at the top. Erosion and meteor collision have been considered, but still leave all with a mystery that may never be solved. We now know that the Mediterranean Sea had been landlocked many times over millions of years. At that time, it dried up, leaving behind tremendous amounts of salt that is being mined today near Messina, Sicily. With the melting of the glaciers, the sea rose almost 400 feet. This created the Strait of Gibraltar and broke through the Bosphorus Strait to make the freshwater Black Sea into a salty sea. Some believe this was the flood written about in the Bible. The Bay of Fundy is a 170 miles long ocean bay that stretches between the provinces of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia on Canada's east coast. Its funnel shape and the position of the moon and the sun create the tides. Some tides are more than 50 feet high. The Hopewell Rocks, also called the Flower Pot Rocks or simply the Rocks, are rock formations caused by tidal erosion in the Hopewell Rocks Ocean Tidal Exploration Site in New Brunswick. They stand 40 to 70 feet tall. They have 2 tides a day, and one can either walk on the ocean floor at low tide or kayak at high tide. A place to visit on your bucket list. Look at the difference between a rift valley and a mountainous ridge. Tectonic plates can separate at a divergent plate boundary. If it is 2 continental plates that are separating, it is known as a rift valley. We find one in the East African Great Rift Valley. If it is 2 oceanic plates that are separating, it is called a ridge, such as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. There are many rifts in the world, both underwater and on land. At these points, plates do separate. A hot spot is a plume of solid rock that has risen from the core. As it goes through the mantle, it cools, but the pressure of the continental plate causes the rock to melt. This molten rock seeks crevices in the plate and rises to the surface as volcanoes. Usually this hot spot remains in place, but the continental plate moves. Therefore, more volcanoes are formed as the plate moves in its direction. Hawaii is formed from a hot spot in the Pacific Ocean. Is very prone to earthquakes. As of Saturday, October 17, 2015, these facts were recorded. 7 earthquakes that day, 56 earthquakes in the past 7 days, 150 earthquakes in the past month, and 1,968 earthquakes in the past year. In the Pacific Ocean makes it a prime region for tsunamis, generated by earthquakes many thousands of miles away. After the tsunami that hit Southeast Asia after Christmas of 2004, everyone has become awfully aware of the particular devastation a tsunami can have on local populations. Hawaii has never experienced quite as horrific a tsunami as that one, but it has had its fair share. Evacuation procedures have been updated and people have been educated. Trade winds bring mild weather to many of the islands. Trade winds blow most of the time. It is their natural weather moderator and air conditioning, making Hawaii weather completely unique and superb. The warm air rises to the south of the Hawaiian Islands and moves at high levels northward. It drops back to sea level north of Hawaii and flows again toward the equator. That creates winds that blow along the surface of the ocean from the northeast. Those are what we call trade winds. A caldera is a large volcanic crater formed by a major eruption. After the eruption, the magma dropped down and the crater collapsed, forming this giant caldera we call Yellowstone. It is our first national park and is the largest supervolcano, one of several in the world. When we see the geysers, hot springs, and bubbling mud, it is because the hot magma is near the surface of this giant caldera and is heating up what is above it. Since it is a volcano that has erupted several times in the past, it can erupt again, causing much devastation.